that. They're thinking about winning this match and moving on into top 8. We got Wess, we got Hughes, and we got Demon Island, game number 1.
That's right. Whichever way you cut it, there will be a second South American player qualifying for top 8 right here. Will it be Wess or will it be Hughes? We'll find out in 3 to 5 games.
And Hughes picking up the Greatsword, got a little bit of action started on the regular sword, but now on the Greatsword, causing some problems for Wess right now. Wess trying to weave in and out. You want to punish on the connector, of course, so just waiting for Hughes to swing once and then going in afterwards.
Oh, yeah. See this Greatsword, of course, so lethal. Carried him to a victory at last year's BCX. Wess, a bit of a challenger, had a bit of a fall off at BCX 2023, I believe a 49th place right there. So looking to make a showing over his friend. It's going to start with his first edge guard attempt. Gets the dive kick and gets first strike as well. Wess making a statement early.
And that's what South America brings to the table, some of the best players that using unarmed as well. So even after throwing the weapon away, maybe it gets a hit, maybe it doesn't. Wess still confident taking the first stock over Hughes, and now looking to get something started on the battle boots. Hughes.
Very nice patience, but again, Hughes was just not biting. Picks up the Greatsword once again, looking for maybe a bridge into finisher to try to close out this stock. While Wess is still in the yeah, that's a big drop from Hughes.
I mean, the Hughes combo to me is down light into nair, or sorry, down air into nair to find those KOs. We didn't see it there though, maybe a little too close to the ground. Hughes forcing the dodge away there, but still no punish.
And again, these two players so familiar with each other. 64 shared sets across the last couple of years competing against each other. Not anything new for these guys.
That should have been a recovery from Wess as Hughes whiffed a recovery right above Wess's head. Hughes weapon starved now, picking up another sword, a great sword on the way for the world champion.
Sure, that's not enough, but Wess, pretty bad position right here. Hughes could get a very easy pickup, but attacks back towards the wall. Ground pound from Wess. I mean, you get a whole stock for that, close to it if you get there, but Wess not able to touch the wall, was pretty hurt on that first stock, but able to get at least one more hit on the way out.
Yeah, absolutely, and Hughes approaching that 100 damage marker, a great place to be if you're Wess looking for that extra credit, looking to lean on it. It's in there, no big extension so far. Wow.
Oh, the step back from Hughes, breaking ankles for just a moment. Wess trying to strengthen those ankles right back up with the boots going to town. Not able to get the active input correct right there to get a follow-up hit. Hughes is able to break out just in time. Big signature, it misses. Hughes, follow-up up. We get this hit. Wess, edge guard position, weapon throw, forces the low angle. Tries to option with the gravity cancel, maybe looking for, I don't know, like a D-light towards the stage to convert into a ground pound, but Wess wasn't able to get that. Finds the pickup with a little bit of a cross-up as well, but not able to get too much more after. Finally gets the stock right there.
Wess playing exceptionally well into the Greatsword, stacking on top of Hughes, realizing that, you know, I want to stay close to my friends and my enemies as well. In this case, Greatsword online for Hughes, looking for this edge guard. Recovery doesn't connect. Wess stuck on the wall. Double exclamation points, that's a sweat beats, no dodge. Hughes finding the confirm into the up finisher, and Hughes now forcing a last stock. And it's a fresh last stock here for game number 1.
Yeah, that stock was just such perfect resource management from Hughes. You see the exclamation points come up, Wess goes for a high angle, and it's so easy for Hughes to just pick that up while sharking from below. Just like that, Hughes has swung this damage lead back into his favor on final stock.
Tries to weapon starve there. Wess actually the one to weapon starve Hughes now, but picks up another great sword. The weapon toss away from Wess. Picks up his battle boots once again. That's a big sider though.
Okay, nothing after that. Just still playing so patient. Hughes trying to look for a cross-up right there. Side air from Hughes. Doesn't get too much more after that, but still racking on damage strong. As I say it, Wess going to work across the stage.
There's the weapon toss. Wess now taking so much damage. Hughes with his damage lead for the first time in this.
Watch the recovery. Yeah, Wess just playing in such a weird position right there, knowing Hughes could just let recovery rip. Okay.
Oh, sweat beads come out, gets the dodge back. Hughes so smart, waiting for the dodge to come back as soon as the sweat beads are away. Hits the recovery and finds game number 1. Extremely close game though.
Resource management, exactly what we were saying on that previous stock from Hughes. Playing this edge position so well. That was Wess just barely not touching, but that stock was going pretty much either way. Wess doing a really good job at keeping the lead early, but Hughes, I mean, ever present. There's that pickup I mentioned before.
Yeah, Hughes is extremely good at sending off stage and then forcing your opponent to kind of use up all the resources, exhaust yourself, and then Hughes able to pick up afterwards. Wess, I mean, immediately there gets some sweat beads out as Hughes forces Wess into the skies. A weapon toss, not great for Hughes, but fights unarmed.
Okay, let's see what we can do here if we're Wess.
Side air there, Wess getting sent off stage. Recovers high, Hughes not ready for it, but gets a down air anyway. Wess getting a big nair into the down air, gets the connection off of the dodge through.
Oh, okay, nice extension with the weapon throw as well. Hughes though, edge guard position, gets to set up, gets to starve. Oh, maybe wanted to re-equip with the Greatsword. Shouldn't matter either way now.
Oh, downlight recovery, and that's enough to KO Use. Really riding the momentum of game number 1, forcing Wess to burn so many options in the defensive game. It's working out so well so far as the juggle continues. Once again, goes for the GC downlight. Wess landing back down, picking up some gauntlets, looking to get back into this fight.
Okay, how do we find a neutral air? Not going to connect with anything. Wess, no weapon in sight now, able to pick up the boots with a pretty fortunate spawn on the left side. Wess landing now, lots of pressure, active inputs come through on these boots, covers the high angle, but do you have a follow-up for a KO shot? No, you don't. Hughes gets his turn now for the edge guard, not able to get that.
Another side air, Wess getting forced off stage, ushered to the other side of the stage, goes for the big sig, Hughes expecting it, D-light into recovery, Wess having to jump away from Hughes.
Sharking. Okay, Wess able to land down, covers it with the unarmed dive kick right there from Wess, able to equalize the stock, but I mean, he got so hurt from Hughes, and that was just off of the back of a couple really good reads.
Wess with a little bit of a weapon starve, even unarmed Hughes is definitely somebody to reckon with. Wess disarms himself for a second there, but picks up another pair of battle boots and is playing into the weapon starve game. But that's a big pickup for Hughes, once again getting the full extension off the sideline, off the top. Hughes once again forcing Wess on his last stock, and now with an actual lead.
Yeah, I mean, the way that he played around that weapon spawn just now was so good, like just so carefully spending multiple jumps to get around Wess, trying to aggress onto Hughes, picking up that weapon. And just like that, we are close to a full stock lead. Can Wess get an edge guard? No, he cannot. Gonna let the signature rip right there. Hughes with a quick bridge, not able to get too much more after that, but it's just gonna be a stock off the left side. Hughes goes up 2-0.
The world champion in true form on the J and the Greatsword, finding so much success and 1 game away once again to getting into that top 8 through the winner side. Hughes absolutely locked in. You see, leans down, starts shaking his head, realizes I'm 1 game away, I'm playing great. We see the stark contract from game number 1. It was last stock, very even damage. Now Hughes is saying, you know what, I'm going to take that stock and ride the momentum.
Yeah, and that's that patience I had mentioned before. Spent like 3 jumps, like going all the way around, waited to try to get the weapon pickup, knowing Wess wanted to punish that position, and that damage chart is a little bit rough.
Yeah, I mean, literally double the amount of average damage per engagement is absolutely crazy. And no weapon from Wess breaking triple digits. You got 214 on the Greatsword, 286 on the regular sword. We see that from Hughes now, playing a lot more into the sword, early damage, getting the damage built up, and then picking up a weapon. But we have a legend swap into the Mordex.
Channeling a little bit of Sandstorm
energy.
Who has exited the bracket right now. Maybe Wess can pull something out with this Mordex. Let's find out.
When you're getting outranged on the ground, sometimes the best option is to pick up Scythe, get something going, pick apart your opponent. It's a down air there.
Let's
nice
see if he can
open
do it
up.
right here. Throws the weapon away though. Weapon spawn comes through, but doesn't pick it up on the dive kick. Able to get it on that iteration, but Hughes gets the punish.
Downlight doesn't find its connection. Wess looking for that nair there. Didn't find it though. The gauntlets back online, keeping that from Tesca for sure.
Okay, watching the dodge after that first side light. Wess potentially paying attention to Hughes' dodge patterns for just a moment. Recovery comes through. There's the side air.
Downlight sider Hughes. Wess actually slipping too far underneath the stage.
Really?
I'm not sure what happened. I think the weapon toss kind of too much mental stack on Wess. Wess unable to make it back to the stage. A big swing of momentum. Wess looking so solidly on the site now. Hughes looking to push the advantage state here. Gets the weapon toss into the end light. Gets a GC downlight. Covers the air away from Wess. Wess picks up the weapon downlight into it. Avoids the GC sig. Goes for it.
Okay, Wess gets the reversal. Does he get a stock off of this? Look at how much damage he's already taken here, PJ. With punish on the miss signature is Wess. Hughes really far down on the diagonal right there. Has to be a stock. Easy pickup unarmed with this Mordex, but I mean, you just took so much damage off of really an unforced error if you're Wess.
Wess, I think, needs to lean into the Scythe. That's the big difference maker from the Tesca, of course. Big open up from Hughes, though, and catches the dodge out, and that's going to be Hughes finding the KO and is 1 stock away from placing himself into top 8 of winners at BCX 2024. The world champion cannot be stopped.
Okay, this legend swap might have come a little bit too late. Wess needs to make some magic happen. It starts with this Scythe. Get the pickup if you can. Let's see.
Goes for the nair there, didn't find it. Nice little open up. Goes for the dash through it. Oh my goodness, Wess is getting pieced up right now.
Next bridge finisher just gets a KO outright with the Greatsword. Oh, just wants a GC breakdance as well. Okay, had the Greatsword primed, wants to get the pickup. This is just a wait on the recovery. That is enough to do it. Hughes just dancing all over Wess on that last game. It is a 3-0 and our second South American advancing into top 8.
Kaina and Use on the same path, 3-0s to make it into top 8. It just looked like another regular day. I mean, South America showing the dominance here. 2 players already in the winner side of top 8.